Greetings and welcome to episode 1 of my Napoleon Total War Great War mod German Empire campaign, and this, my friends, is the very first episode here of a brand new campaign on this channel at least, and one that I've wanted to bring back for quite a while, my friends, and haven't really had a chance to do so until now. And I know many of you are thinking, well man, how are you going to fit this into all the other campaigns? But believe my friends, we will shift a few of the other campaigns around, squeeze a few things in here. But variety is the spice of life, my friends, it really is. And I wanted to bring this campaign back for quite a while, and now we've got a good chance to do so. As previously on my old channel before, unfortunately a technical issue before with the campaign where one of the turns kept crashing on. I think it was the Italian turn, kept crashing all the time. We weren't able to go far back enough because we just didn't have the sort of facilities, as it were, to be able to sort of bring the campaign back, unfortunately. But I believe this is this one has been updated once again, so if this is a brand new sort of version. I think they've ironed out quite a few creases in this, and to be honest, that is absolutely fantastic for us. It really will help a lot. So fingers crossed. If there's any technical issues and you do see me maybe going back a couple of turns, or you see some difference in, I might put up a video and then the next video might be slightly different. If it might be because of a technical issue, I might have had to go back and try and retrace my steps. But if I do that, I will let you know that I've had to go back to sort of correct this technical problem, and that I've sort of, maybe things might look slightly different how they ended in the previous video. But just bear that in mind, my friends. This can be sometimes a little bit glitchy, this campaign, with one or two things, especially with some of the units. But anyway, Germany, my friends, Germany. I wanted to come back to the German Empire. It's unfinished business, because we really did have at one stage Germany really powerhousing from in my last sort of campaign of this. We were on the verge of breaking France. We really were. Germany was at its absolute zenith on the Western Front. On the Eastern Front, we had just about tamed the Russians. We'd broken the Russians after years and years of fighting on the Eastern Front, and we were just about to break them. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be, my friends. So we've come back to finish what we started way back then, and I hope you enjoy it, because I thoroughly enjoy playing this campaign. I've wanted to come back to this for a long time. I waited for the update, I waited for a few things to be ironed out with this, and I would come back to it. So this will be a regular sort of campaign that I would be putting on here. I'll juggle a few of my other campaigns around, but no campaign will go on the back burner. Every single campaign will still be played. Maybe the Napoleon one, the previous one I had, that might just be sort of now in the game, because this might just take it over as the main sort of Napoleon campaign. I am thinking about bringing possibly another Empire sort of campaign in as well, something that people have been asking for a long time, and might be another campaign from a different Total War coming as well. Bit more about later. But anyway, this is what I really want to get on with. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty, my friends. Let's see what we start with here. Let's have a look what the German Empire starts with here. Who we're at war with, who our allies with, what our goals are, our infrastructure is, our money. So this will be, you probably won't see any battles in this particular episode. But further on down the line, believe me, my friends, you're going to see plenty, because this is a brutal campaign. This is being played on very hard on both battle and campaign maps. So we're not shirking at all. We're not cowering away in the corner of this one, my friends, I can assure you. So let's have a look at what we start with. Let's look at the basics here first. The first thing we start off with is 10,000, sort of 10,000 marks, as it were. That's not too bad, but it could be a lot better, really, when you consider the size of the Empire, the German Empire. And actually, the German Empire is exceptionally strong at this time, just on the outbreak of World War I. It really was a very powerful nation in terms of economic power and also production and army. Their armies were highly disciplined. They sort of had that Prussian sort of backbone in the armies, where discipline and organisation were absolutely at their peak. So we really are looking here quite the efficient empire here in lots and lots of different ways, militarily, economically, production wise. They really do have a huge, massive sort of infrastructure working absolutely peak efficiency. So we've got 10,000 is going to have to be spent very well. But let's have a look at the most important thing. What have we got coming in terms of funds here? What we can work with every single turn, because it's going to be vital that we invest these monies in the proper infrastructure and militarily, because believe me, particularly the Eastern Front, is going to be absolutely a brutal fight, because the Russians do not give in, and they just throw wave after wave after wave of men into each each of the battles here, especially they'll probably try and break Königsberg initially, try and capture this sort of Baltic sea ports here that we've got. Because you can see Königsberg really does point right into Russian territory here, sort of threatening Vilnius here and Minsk, which is really an important hub here for the Russians, and in particular up this way as well you could see Petrograd here, Riga, which really is a crucial sort of hub here for the Russians in the Gulf of Riga. So Königsberg is definitely going to fall, and Warsaw is the absolute linchpin, my friends, the linchpin here on the Eastern Front. As you can see, it is a city, it is absolutely bursting at the seams with the production, which can be upgraded pretty well here to give us what we need here to defend these territories. We've got a spy down here as well, Emanuel Stieglitz, who is definitely going to be sort of looking around, gathering the intelligence on the Eastern Front for us here. And as you notice, we've got the Austro-Hungarians here, they're allied with us, which is fantastic to have sort of allies as well on the Eastern Front, so far into sort of Eastern Front. Got Klausenburg, Lemberg here, their capital here, which is here, Vienna, Austria. We've got, where's Prague? We've got Prague. Of this Budapest, Hungary here. So there's their capital, sort of the castle, Austria, Vienna here. So we really have got to sort of work in tandem with our allies here to try and keep ourselves in one piece on the Eastern Front. Believe me, this is going to be an absolutely terrific fight here. It really is. We do have, I believe, yes, the Ottomans are allied with us, which is fantastic. As you can see, we've got some good trade here, but chances are the Russians are probably going to blockade that port pretty quickly. But as you can see, we do have overland sort of routes. I wish we'd have overland here with the trains. As you can see, the trains here, look at that, you get right in here. So the trains instead of sort of the carts and the carriages. So we've got allies here on the east and also in the west here. Look, Innsbruck is probably the furthest sort of foray that the Austro-Hungarians, or the Austrians we'll call them now, really do sort of, that's their sort of the peak, their watermark of where their land sort of pushes into the west, as it were. We have to keep an eye on Italy, even though we're at peace with Italy. They can be prodded into war with, especially with Britain and France. France does have quite a bit of sway with Italy, hence the sort of closeness here. Torino and Marseille are quite close to each other. And I know they do sort of share the same values in terms of whom they want to attack. Switzerland is obviously neutral, but we might be looking at taking Switzerland out here to gain that foothold much closer to French territory here. Remember, the tactical decisions we make here are pretty vital here. You can't really make a mistake, and if you do make a mistake, you've got to be able to sort of cover yourself and back up that mistake with a lot of firepower. So let's have a look. Our most sort of western outpost, as it were, here is Strasbourg, bringing quite a lot of good income here as well for us. But as you can see, right on the board here is Metz. Then we've got Nancy Mines. We've got Cleves here. We are at peace with the Netherlands, but I wouldn't mind to get this port here of Rotterdam, particularly for being able to strike at Belgium here, but also Britain. Britain does need to be sort of really blockaded as quickly as possible to stop that flow of goods, and also their navy, which is exceptionally powerful. We do have ports here. We are at peace with Denmark, but for how long? Denmark is definitely something we'll be looking at as well, to take, cutting off, giving us access, full access here to the North Sea here and the Baltic Sea, and access to the both. If we can control Denmark, we control access to what is pretty crucial ports here for us, both trade and military here. As you can see, this port here in Wismar is highly important to us. We do have, I believe this is yes, it is a dockyard. We've got a light cruiser Hipper. We can build like cruisers. We've got a transport ship, cargo ship. But look at the cost of those. 17,000 for Kaiser class. That is just absolutely breathtaking. But let's have a look with the most crucial city and region of all, my friends, is Brandenburg, Berlin. It is the linchpin. It is the very core, the epicenter of everything we do. And it really is. It's equidistance from east to west here, to the east and west front, and it will be supplying most of the armies, most of the sort of heavy artillery, the heavy firepower most of the production, most of the supplies, most of the ammunition, food, you name it, most of it's going to be coming from Berlin, and it's going to have to be sort of what we create and build and recruit in Berlin will have to be sent either equally to both fronts, or depending on whichever the front is coming at the highest amount of sort of pressure, then we have to send troops to sort of counteract there. But really Berlin is the absolute linchpin here of everything we do. And you can see so much trade passes through it. As you can see, most of the trains, most of the networks are going from here out to the ports. So it's really important that we keep Berlin ticking over, and we also upgrade it as soon as possible. We get medium barracks immediately. The lower classes won't like it, but still, -2 to recruitment cost. Look, it opens up for us as well. It opens us once the research comes on as well to quite a bit here. Jaeger, which are absolutely fantastic troops, they really are. Look at that, actually 77 range, 145 maximum range. Pretty cheap upkeep costs as well, so that's fantastic. So again, Berlin really important. Dresden is important as well. So probably this sort of triumvirate here of regions here and cities, Stettin, Dresden, but particularly Berlin. Strasbourg is actually very well equipped. It's got field guns, conscript battalions. We really need to get the small barracks up to be able to get rifle infantry regiments here. But as I was saying before, my friends, let's have a quick look here at what we got in the government. So Friedrich Wilhelm II is an absolute monarchy, which is great. It means you can trade your ministers in and out without having to worry about that. With population is a huge population, 23,642,916. Prosperity is spectacular, so we've got very wealthy, sublime prestige around us. So look, tax income is 14,808. Army upkeep is only 2,399, but that is going to explode. That army upkeep is going to absolutely explode. So we need to keep this quite as high as we can. Trade income is pretty low at the moment. Ideally we would like the trade income to be at least to be able to fund either the army or the navy at the start. So we've got 12,042 coming in for mostly from tax income. We want to keep that high as well, so we're going to try and invest pretty heavily in our infrastructure as well. We're at war with France, Belgium, Britain, Russia and Serbia. Serbia down here. There's Serbia right there, so we'll be careful on that. Trade, Ottomans, Sweden, Austro-Hungarian, some policies. Looks like Bavaria here are not happy at all. Our first thing to do is to bring conscripts in here to try and stabilise the situation here. And Baden-Württemberg, again, what's the army like? Really poor. Recruit some more conscripts here to bring things under control. Ministers. Look at that treasury, that is fantastic. Justice is poor, that's why we're struggling here to maintain control here. Look at the army, absolutely fantastic. Navy is incredibly poor. Walter Heeden, status quo. I think we might try and put him in here to justice. That's better, that's more like it. But the Navy, we have anybody who can... Army administration competent. Treasury administration. No. Berchot Lauber. No, they're all good. The Navy's not going to be really that important to us at the moment. So, and of course our trade, Austro-Hungarian, Sweden. So we do really need to get our trade. Let's have a look at our diplomacy to start with. Obviously Italy. I wonder if Italy would be willing to negotiate a trade here. I think we might be seeing... Let's see if we can... We've got a lot of technology as well. Look at the technology we've got. Absolutely fantastic. Excellent. A little bit of bribery does wonders. Denmark indifferent. Let's see if they would like a trade agreement with us. Yes, excellent. Netherlands, So we can get Holland on our side. Yes, fantastic. Oh, Switzerland overlander as well. This would be absolutely perfect. Switzerland wants to remain neutral, I would see. Let's try real centralisation. Yes. A little bit of bartering, my friends, never does anybody any harm. Fantastic. So, it should have bumped up, look at that, 3,000. Perfect. Now we've got one of these being paid for, the army's being paid for. So we've got 12,900, nearly 13,000 next turn, right. We've got to invest in both our armies and our infrastructure here. Supply depot, look at that, 1,200 to reach wealth, -2, -5, we're definitely going to have a supply depot, only at 800. Let's look at these supply depots, if we can bring these up and running, because they're going to really provide us with a lot of income. Warehouse, I think we'll have a large town here, but really 6,400 when you can get 900 just from this. I know it's going to, oh, plus definitely having that, plus 50% replenishment rate. Fantastic. That will help during any massive fights. Village, not yet. Industrial farming, not yet. Collective. I'd say that's more of a communist trait than anything else. We're trying to look for supply depots to bring them because they're going to give us a massive boost almost instantaneously. Oh, look at that. We've got an university here, so we're going to have this researcher here, straight into here. That's going to help with... And we don't have any research yet, but we'll come back to the research afterwards. Let's focus on what we need to do here. Stables, which will be good for cavalry. Oh, 8,000! That's a ridiculous amount. Looking, find out where we can. Oh, logging camps. Actually, they can put him. Oh, that's quite nice. That, look at that. I think we might have some logging camps as well. We're just going to spend 5,000. The rest will go on the armies. Nice boost there for a short amount of money, which is very good for us. Got a university here. I think that's all we've got in terms of. The villages will come later, we're not going to do that just yet. Farming collective, nope, not yet either there. Don't have enough for that just yet. What do factories give us? My word, look at that. That is absolutely blistering amount of income there economic wise. But the rest of the money we got here, 5,000, we're going to spend on our armies. And on the infrastructure for our armies here. So we're going to get a small barracks here in Strasbourg. I think we'll invest in a medium barracks here. And if we can, we'll get a small barracks here in Warsaw. Now the army here... I think we're going to send 4 regiments immediately to the eastern frontier, to Warsaw. It's going to take them a while to get there. And the remainder are going to be sent here. Actually, the cavalry will probably get to the western front. We're going to send forces to Kassel first. Darmstadt. And we're going to actually send... Okay, the eastern one here. These will arrive separately. They will take a lot longer to get there. Look how long they take for the artillery to get there. It's such a long time. Now research and technology. War bonds +5. We definitely need to keep this up here. How's our military doing here? We've got actually quite a... We've got light mortars. Only 2 turns. What's doctrine? Oh my Gordon Bennett. Right. We're going to have Magdeburg. Whoa. Okay, Magdeburg is going to get trench warfare. We need to get these units in as soon as possible. And Heidelberg is going to get us war bonds. We're going to keep our economy going in quite nicely as well. Or actually, do we want... No, I think we'll switch that around. We'll have... We want this one to produce these much quicker, so the things we can get out much quicker we're going to put into Magdeburg, and long-term research will be done in Heidelberg. I've got a gentleman in here as well. If we get another gentleman, we'll put him in Heidelberg, which is here, right on, pretty much on the front lines almost. 290 left. What can we recruit? Anything? No, not at all. 8,000 for the rail system here. Which we will get. We will start investing in the rail system, but we've got to get those troops up as quickly as possible. Rifle and infantry we can get there. Fantastic. Don't worry about objectives. We're going to go for this. It's going to take us quite a bit of time to get things moving here, but we could be under quite a lot of pressure quite early, but not too bad there at all. As you can see, they're not happy at all. Oh my goodness me. Jeepers creepers, the tax burden is really putting a huge strain on us here. Let's end the term, my friends. Here. Austro-Hungarians. Come on now, Austria. Do something proactive here. Don't hide away. Belgium, Portugal, France. There's the big one. Nothing at all. United Kingdom. No, nothing. Russia. Keep your eye on Russia, my friend. There it is. Look at that. Keep your eye on Russia. Italia. I don't know why I say it like that, but it just... What the places. Oh, look at that. It's dropped like an absolute stone. Oh, everybody is unhappy. Clamour for reform has just tipped it over the edge. The tax burden here. Let's see if we can get... Come on. Whew. Okay, people are unhappy here, so we're going to have to try and turn things around here. Everybody's really unhappy at the moment. So it looks like we're going to have to start putting in place $2,201. Is that all? 7,004. Town council 800. We need to invest in our armies here, but we've got to wait. Oh, it's almost done. There's small barracks. Let's just see what's doing on the eastern front here. Not going to be caught out. Going into Lithuania. We get autonomy. That'll bring people in. Autonomy will definitely bring people back into line here. But it'll hit our bonus income here, the tax. That's the problem. See, let's get these gentlemen up to here. Let's keep things moving. Let's start investing in our towns here to try and think, because we could have a rebellion on our hands if we're not careful. We might have to start recruiting units all over to try and keep things from breaking down, as it were, in terms of public order. We've already got one there being recruited. This army's got more than enough in it anyway. But if we have to invest in these armies, then so be it. Oh, that's good. Netherlands here. We've got a good trade route with the Netherlands coming in here. And also with Denmark. 7,004, not too bad at all. As you can see, the army upkeep has absolutely just exploded, and the navy. Where's the navy upkeep? Why is that so high? Ah, there it is. That's why. We've got, we've got 2 Kaiser class, a Dörflinger class, 2 light cruisers. Oh, that's nice. That is very nice indeed. And what's here? Light cruiser, Hipper. I think we might do is just move these gentlemen out to here. Let's start raiding the trade lines here a bit. And I think what we'll do is we'll put quite a powerful fleet here into the sort of the Baltic, as it were, North Sea. That's quite a nice fleet right there. How much will that boost our income a bit? Yes, it will, by 200. Excellent. We're hitting the trade lines here of our enemies, drawing off some of their trade income. Fantastic. Berlin again, going to be the absolute hub here. We don't really have an army here at all, but if an army breaks down here, we're in trouble. Right, let's see what happens. France, don't need to do anything funny, France. What the blazes? Oh, join war against Greece. We're not going to get pulled into another war. Yes. Oh, 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 oh. What the blade? Don't do anything silly, Russia. Nothing silly. Look at, I told you. Bam! Straight away they hit that Ottoman port there, straight off the bat. Okay. Excellent. Looks like it's autumn. And let's invest in our armies here. It's going to take 5 turns, that's so long. I'm going to start really pushing a lot of the infrastructure now. The village here, we've got to try and push this economy up as quickly as possible. There's got to be that balance, my friends, that equilibrium.
Seid gesegnet. Ich raste.
We need to invest in a small barracks here, but definite in Königsberg. It needs to fend for itself. I think what we'll do is what we got coming in next turn? 6843. Trade has gone down. Oh, Ottoman Empire, of course. That's why we need to invest in our infrastructure as quickly as possible here, especially in villages. They'll bring in tax income bonus and also region wealth that increase. So we'll invest some of the villages as well here. Ooh, logistics base. No, logistics base. Ooh, -3 happiness. Ouch. God, +45 replenishment rate. I think what we'll do, we'll get a village as well. That'll be probably a better way of keeping things under control. There's a warehouse. Stuttgart, Strasbourg is going to need additional troops. Move these regiments down into the front line. We're at war with Belgium, so we've got to keep an eye on what's going on here as well. This will be our forward operation base in Castle. We can strike here, move forces in. We can build an army here. It can be used to move into Cleves and defend Cleves, but as you can Cleves taking a bit of a hit financially here. We need to invest in the railways as well to improve that infrastructure. So we might invest quite a lot of money. into the basic railway, +1 happiness. Which is good here. Ideally what we need to get is all the railway systems around Berlin to be increased, but mainly from the front lines outwards. 4,000 is a lot to invest. 6 turns, you are joking, no. Let's keep some money back at least. Let's end the turn and see what happens, yeah. Belgium, Netherlands, I think people have just started to build their sort of forces up. The kingdoms of Russia, nothing city Russia, gotta be keep an eye on the Russians. Here they come, here they come, straight off the bat. Well knew it. And Italy, got to watch out for Italy as well. Yeah, that was obvious. They were going to come for us. We're not going to replenish it because 8323, very nice indeed. Yes, war bonds. Okay, we've got that. Saxony, excellent. Got a feeling we're going to be hit here in Königsberg, so we're going to divert these troops to Königsberg. And we can actually recruit some of these here. 1,000, that's going to hit us. In terms of how happy people are with us. Oh, damn it. We could lower the tax rate, but once these come out, this will bring things under control. City Council. Yeah, let's do that. City Council here as well, again bringing repression to the, and also bringing income as well. Remember, that's what we're going to be doing, and we also need to focus on our troop movements here. Excellent. 5 turns there, which we don't need at the moment. Any councils? No, we can't build any council here because that's more of a sort of military. And again, get these councils up and running here. Small barracks in Cleves might be needed. These barracks are going to hit us pretty hard in terms of people. I think what we might do, I wonder if we can. I think what we'll do, we'll lower the tax for people for the lower classes. I wonder if we increase the tax for the upper classes to compensate. If they're a little unhappy, then that's just tough luck. We'll bring in extra troops to bring the situation firmly under control. 8831 just to compensate. Got to keep an eye on what's happening here with the Russians as well. How many? 2 more turns here. If we can send these regiments up to here, Königsberg really is going to be absolutely the linchpin of many of the fights. And we've got some good units here to take care of that. Not going to repair that yet because I'd be wasting money. All they'll do is just move straight in. He's going to stay in the forest here. We've got Hungary moving up, but Austria not really going to do. Austria-Hungary not going to be doing much for us, I don't think. Russia. You see, there. Look at that. Can we enlist the general? We can, but good grief, they're expensive. We do need to get a general ready. Prussian Junker. Oh wow, he's nice. That's a really good general there. Master Gunner. I like Edith von Falkenhayn. We could recruit him, but not just yet. We need to invest our money wisely here. 8769, brilliant. Okay, we're not going to repair that just yet. City Council. What have we got here? We need to invest in here. We've got a City Council here, and I think we'll get a medium barracks here as well. In Warsaw, because that's where we're going to need most of our... Oh god, logging camp. Yeah, I think we'll get that as well for reducing the building costs. Supply depot, -2 happiness, lower classes. Mind you, that's going to help us on the eastern front here. Oh. Jeepers creepers, they really don't like us here at all, do they? If we bring autonomy in, that might help us keep things under control in terms of happiness with the different classes here, but we've just got to bring things under control. We might have to put... I think what we'll do is we'll recruit troops and keep them... Get a city council to help with repression. And what else have we got moving down into here? We've got an army being built here, city council here. To get a small barracks here as well, I think, but -2 again. We have to offset these different things here with... We'll get a supply depot down here, but again, this is going to hit us with the lower classes. Put troops in to keep things under control here. Let's end the turn, friends, and see what happens here. Austria, Romania, Belgium, Switzerland, nothing else. France, Ottomans. France have kept things quiet here, so don't do it, Russia. Do not do it. That's why I don't repair things on the Eastern Front too quickly. Mind you, Italy is building up quite the force. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Yes, thank you very much, good sir. Prestige, no. Research. Let's move this gentleman down to here. The college here. We don't want Marxism. I think we'll go for mass propaganda. Oh no, where should we go for women in the workplace? Schutztruppe. Got to keep that. You've got to keep that income coming in all times. Cheapest creepers. We're just about keeping things under control here. The city council should help us here. actually, that's nicely under control there because the army, my friends, look at that. Oh, Jaeger. That's a wonderful unit to have, it really is. I think we'll mix in, but we need just troops. We just absolutely need troops at the moment. So village 3,000. It's a pretty big investment right there. Let's repair that there. We can afford that. So we'll have a city council here in Königsberg, which will bring again things firmly under control. They don't like us here at all, which is fine. Love to get logistics base, we just can't get it yet, purely because of how people. I know we can get autonomy, but we're going to lose income for this. -4 here. It'll give us a boost here. Really, oh, it's -2. We're gonna have to offset it with something. A village will help. Logistics base. Okay, I've got a town council coming from there. A village here as well. Industrial mills. That's going to give us access to some light howitzers. Farmer's stall. Damn, that's going to hit our. We know they're there. Excellent, so we're building up quite a nice army here. I think medium barracks will be needed. -3. Okay, we're gonna have to get autonomy level in here. We're just gonna have to. Then we can build medium barracks. Yes, we can get our own troops in here now. Fantastic. 2,291 we've got available. Don't have enough in here. We've got plenty coming. I think we'll get some conscript battalion here to put into there. Right, do we have any more investments we can push into our economy here? 1,850 we've got coming in. 7,565 has dropped a little bit there. Trade is... Oh no, Ottomans have brought themselves back up here. Excellent. Ministers are doing well. Friedrich. Government popularity is not brilliant at the moment, probably because we're at war. They don't like us at all. Serbia don't like us either, which is fine. This is just about building up that phase, my friends. Building up to... Oh, I think we'll definitely get a city council in there. Okay, let's end the turn and see what happens. That's what Switzerland are doing there. Not a clue. Ottomans. Russia. What are you going to do, Russia? Nothing at all. Italy pulling troops back from Milan. Interesting or not. Building up quite the garrison here in Milan. Poland, excellent. It's time to put together quite the force. Let's have a look. 7736. And again, keep that investment in our troops going along quite nicely. sawmill, 2,500. I think we can invest in the medium barracks here on the eastern front. Any of these villages we can upgrade the village in Berlin. Oh, training facility, look at that. -4. Oh my goodness me, look what it gives us. So I think what we will do is we'll bite the bullet here and go for autonomy level. And then we can offshoot that then with investing probably in logistics base here. How long will that take? 2 turns. How long will this take? That logistics base. We're going to do that. We've got to offset one with the other. Okay, recruitment here. We're going to start putting some more forces into here to bring this under control because the garrison forces aren't enough. Now, we're not going to lose any of these regions at all. Of that, I can assure you, my friends. So, if we need to move some of these regiments in here to keep control of the population, that's what we're going to do. Now, 2 regiments going to the eastern front. Two regiments going to the western front. You could, sir, can get into there to help with.
Aha, ein Ort des Lernens und der Kultur.
That's brought that down already, which is great. 5 turns for that. That'll increase our income as well. Excellent. Oh, supply depot. Again, -2 for which region now? Saxony. +2. What's that going to give us? That supply depot here. Oh, it's going to make us just about even here. And again, we'd have to invest in autonomy to be able to then get the supply depot to sort of even that out. So what we're going to have to do, look at that 30% replenishment rate. That is incredible. But it's the income we get. We would lose income, but we sort of balance it out by getting the two. So we have to do that again. Remember, we've got to find that fine balance, that equilibrium between the two. It's in the training, friends. France. Oh, what are you up to, France? Ottomans, Russia. Oh, here they go. They're starting to send up more troops now. This is a big push here. That's a big push. They're starting to invest. Jeepers, creepers, great balls of fire. Italy, so we're going to have to definitely reinforce the eastern front because we're going to see some battles here. That's fine. Let's keep them going here and also here as well. That's good. We'll keep that going there for definite. We know about that. We know about that. That's fine. Now, do we have troops moving into position? We did. We're going to move some more up to here. Now in Saxony, we get autonomy level, and we're also going to get a supply depot. Sawmills. Bring things under control here. village. That's a big investment right there. We do need to drive up our tax income here, so we'll do that. That's a pretty big investment right there for us. We don't really have much going on here in terms of really pushing the... Get some land of air as well. It's a pretty nice army actually, it's not too bad at all. 7537, we're trying to get that fine balance between the two. This will probably be my last turn, my friends, of this first episode. Not a lot gone on, but it's definitely going to be... We have to invest in this village as well. We need to keep that income really high, so that'll definitely help. That +1 bonus will help will help compensate for some of the sort of autonomy levels we've had to introduce. But I've got a feeling... Oh, Gordon Bennett. Yeah, they're going to hit us pretty hard here. Got to keep that constant level of units coming in here for definite. We could do with a general actually, so we might invest in some generals here at least up front. Yeah, what? Why Denmark? Why would you do that? Looks like they've cleared that out of the way. Oh, they're moving back. That's really strange. No, they're not moving back. Let's see if we can get peace with Denmark. We can't have Berlin being threatened at all. Trats. Okay, let's throw some money their way. I'm not sure why they've done that, but... Oh my god, Ben, look how many troops they got in recruitment here. Jeepers creepers. That's as scary as they come. But we will also be recruiting with equal vigour. Let's see if we take on that lot, but let's see if we can try and get... Request peace. We should give them some technology. We'll give them petroleum acquisition, rail centralisation, and we'll give them mass production. Oh, indeed, my friends, indeed. 6745, that's more like it. We've had a huge increase here in that there. I think we'll get a village here. We'll invest in that. We've seen an explosion in recruitment. Look at that. That's gonna, that's really gonna help us. Whoa, Serbia's been destroyed. By whom, pray tell? If I'm not mistaken, the Hungarians. Yeah, Austria have taken it. Excellent. Absolutely fantastic to see. Absolutely fantastic to see that. We've got a lot here in Poland being recruited. The army here is looking pretty solid. We really could do with a municipal principle here. So what I might do is actually troop levels do have to increase. That's going to jump that massively there to probably to 10,000, but what we'll do then is we'll invest in a municipal administration here. Look at that, 50% bonus tax income. Gives us repression, -2 cost of building construction as well, which is great. But it looks like Russia is going to make its first move here, but we are going to be ready. 2 turns, 3 turns here. still, we'll be ready for it. I think what we will do is we'll send these gentlemen down this way here. I'm not sure if they'll make... Oh god, they're gonna be hit here. Damn. They're gonna be hit by winter attrition on Eastern Front, but that's what we've got to settle with. Whew. We've got Strasbourg here, pretty well defended. Cleves is... yeah, that's doing okay there. We're going to send these gentlemen into Cleves, just to add that little bit of extra. We've got this sort of army here as a backup. But the light howitzers are probably doing more good down here, to be honest with you. Once they got light howitzers here. But my friends, I'm going to end this episode right here, and that is the end of the very first episode of this brand new Great War mod. My friends, German Empire. I've wanted to come back to this for a long time. We're finally back again, my friends, and we're going to see how we do here. We might be utterly defeated by the Allied powers, or my friends, we might prevail. But it's going to be a fantastic journey, whatever happens here. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode. If you have, please comment, like, and subscribe. As always, my friends, please keep your comments coming down below. Get those comments coming down. Let me know what I think I should do. I think that Austria-Hungary might actually be a better ally this time around. Fingers crossed they will be. But my friends, let me know what you think you should do. And if you have enjoyed this video, please comment, like and subscribe.